They certainly are, and we are ready for day 3 of the second and final test between West Indies and Pakistan. The Queen's Park Oval is awash with sunshine. Great weather prospects on hand, and Pakistan in control 266 for 2, with Babar Azam not out on 86 and Abdullah Shafiq on a break.
At the end of day 2.
They are primed and ready to go to try to. Babar has not yet had a test century against the West Indies.
I remember that test double-ish. That's not reminded.
This morning, because these two technically sound players, Shafiq will be hoping to make up for lost time, and in his own way Babar as well. No hundreds in test cricket since December of.
Spin the ball a little bit harder. Spin does not always equate to turn if the pitch doesn't allow.
Good, a little bit more pace on it and a little bit of grip. Nice shot, nice touch for the first runs and the first boundary of the day to Abdullah Shafiq. All class.
Yes.
What I would like to see, though, I don't want Shamaz. Shamaz is a brilliant fielder, but because of the stresses he has to put through. Deep point, so it's an interesting start.
So there's 2 field.
I'm not sure I would have gone that way to start the day's play. There are many ways to go about it. Wonder why this wasn't the case. I spoke about this over the early parts of this test match. Why this wasn't the case yesterday.
That's a good finish. Finally a maiden to 70 for 2.
All of that says the bowlers.
My challenge to Warwick is, can you do that for the rest of the over?
It's a good over, nevertheless. Just 2 off it. First run of the morning for Babar Azam.
I'm just asking myself, at this present moment, there's a Calvin Hawes, Justin Graves, Judell.
Be concerned about the number of soft tissue injuries he is picking up for such a key player. 273 for 2.
He's getting into his work. Shafiq is potentially just feeling a little bit more uncomfortable. You always have to restart.
Straight, missing leg. Eyes on the umpire here. Eyes on the umpire. Buys.
Get Joey. You're right by the entrance there, Joe. All right, keep going, Joey.
277 for 2. Shot. School across the road. Akil. Good from Jaden Seals, and it's what's been on my mind all through the last few days, actually, because this is very good. Maiden over. The third of the innings, fourth in fact, 277 for 2. Great to have a ground attached to esteemed college. Sorry, you got to stop that. You
They also understand that he's played 2 beautiful strokes using his feet, and so we talk about when you talk about attack with the field.
This is good Test cricket, actually. This is beautiful length. 279 for 2.
You mentioned enjoying the Resolute fight. Look at the body language when he leaves the ball, when he defends the ball. It's not had to leave that one.
Like that, Carlos, and I think it's a good point, because I talked yesterday in Ravin just scored 94, but and then I want to focus on Jaden Seals here, because you said Abdullah Shafiq has to enjoy. There's a feeler out there, no problem, just one for your error ball.
And I think that's why we've all been so impressed with Mohamed
Very good, even if this is the last over of this spell. Very good from Jaden Seals, 280 for 2.
Rarely off the field. More of a spell from him this morning, Abdullah Shafiq and Baba. This is what is required. They still remain in pole position based on.
Yeah, this pair just continuing to navigate this morning's.
Baba wants a single, could be an opportunity here, direct hit. This should be gone. Brandon King, yeah, confirmation of that decision. Run out. He felt that that was the only way West Indies could break this partnership, disconsolate and. Brandon King is still a lot of concern for Brandon King to convert. Concerns all around.
Not very good signs for West Indies. That's their opening batter as well.
Initially, and it proved to be that way. Yeah, so Brandon King is being stretched through that West Indies wanted. $281 for 3. '88 run out Baba Azam. Story of the morning so far. Abdullah remains resolute. Former Pakistan under 19 player Zafar has been part of the domestic system in Pakistan and has been rewarded. First run in Test match cricket. Where they've struggled with. Full fees of the bat, 283 for 3. Thought would have been fed a heavy diet of. Regarded to be technically organized. So you don't expect him to be too phased. Just his defense, so important. There will be a change now. Clean them up. That change and feel from leg side to offside has produced something uncharacteristic. The batter for Pakistan experienced to forget that dismissal in his first test innings. Alright, Django stays offside. Rather
was the bowler. Picked up his second. A maiden wicket.
news coming in that it's a lower back issue for Brandon King. He'll have that investigated further. The single one there though, too tight for comfort. Playing a miss. Really good from Shamal Joseph. He thinks. Huge shout. Finger goes up. Shamal Joseph again providing the breakthrough. He's not even. Mohammad Rizwan. Successful over for Shamal Joseph, 286 for 5. Yeah, that's gonna be 4. Neatly tucked away by Rizwan to get off the mark.
In the middle, 229 balls, 119 runs, and he.
I've been singing this song, sorry to go over it again, for both teams actually.
Slightly quicker through the air. Have a look at that, 85.
There's a double-edged sword. Kemar Roach into the attack.
The West Indies just have to stay mindful of what's brought success here on day 3 for them. Like the line. I like the line. There's no real pace. That one bounces on the way through to.
That's where you want to stay away from, and that's the hardness of the new ball when you drift too straight with no fine leg. Not too dissimilar in the way he was dismissed in the first innings of the first test.
It has. Provided not.
That's what Graves was talking about. Let's get back into the stump line, because if you give width, that is what happens. 300 is up. Of that lovely beauty shot, you can go down the islands, down to Westmoreland. There are a couple of towers down there. There's a. And then the ferry, or.
A little bit about the Westmorelands, Bish. We used to hang out down in Bayshore with me, just watching Sally, Tom and Aliaga And even here today,
Very good from Kemar Roach. Another maiden. This is the discipline. 301 for 5. Wary of just walking around, setting up for our pre-show this morning. And
acknowledgement.
here the battle is, if you break it down into little compartments. $3.10 for 5.
Lean them up. Jomel Warrican again. New spin would have a significant impact in this contest, and it's
It's getting heavy. Wickets weighing him down. Once again, a wicket maiden.
hasn't phased Abdullah though.
Now we're seeing a little bit of a challenge. Now we're seeing a little bit of a challenge to our template. And our template is, if the wicket is flat, we're not getting anything left or right, regardless of the...
All conjecture. 311 for 6, another man. Eventually, has quickly turned to 311 for 6.
Indies must understand the process. We saw it earlier, trust the process. What is...
Yeah, that's going to be 4. The outfield at the Queen's. Deliberate from Sajid. Thought about getting under it, and then he said, you know what? I might just help it over the wicketkeeper for 4. Adventurous. Competently played by Sajid. Confirmation that it is lunch. 3 still lots to be done though. No one yet claiming ascendancy. Of those, Usman, Muhammad Ali and Ubaid Shah, the batters to come. 95 overs for their 333. The 3 action of the second test, West Indies up against Pakistan. We just reminisced about an absolute thriller way back in 2000, the last time West Indies won a test series against this opposition.
Best of 201 of 326 against Sri Lanka in Colombo. And it's the first time in Queen's Park Oval.
Made their way out to the middle. They'll resume at 333 for 6. First port of call will be to get those 11 runs. Yeah, what a way to start the session. That will go all the way for 4. Absolute perfection from Abdullah Shafiq. That's died on its way through. A couple of things I'm looking at in this session. West Indies, they've been 4 runs additional here. Would not be a massive difference maker. But in discussion in front of me here with the cameraman whether or not he should have thrown 339 for 6. Back to offside field. Doesn't have a...
Yeah, and this is much better because in that first or post-lunch session, seems like he just wants to feel bat on ball. He wants to use the pace. Shot was leveled by Pakistan. This partnership 33 from 57.
Yeah, pulled away quite competently. Very well controlled by Abdullah. Nice start to the over. What a shot. Absolutely majestic from Abdullah Shafiq to bring up 150. That's going to be 4. He would say it's quite deliberate.
Babar Azam and Abdullah 183 of 327.
From, and then by extension how he's looking to get his wickets, and I think he's zooming in on the pads. When you see finger spinners more predominantly, or spinners to right-handers, you talk about
Jaden Seal strikes. The patience has run out from Sajid. Can't continue after the drinks break. That will be 4. Into the gap.
It's a shot that Shafiq Abdullah has played.
Low level, not the building, one Woodbrook Place on the left, but just on the corner there, the Harvard Cricket Club property. Nice shot. That should be 4.
Thompson leaking off a few poor.
Kemar Roach settles and takes it. It's a good catch. Knocked him over. A 5 for Jamel Warrican. Again against Pakistan. What a difference. He's got 6. 6 of the very best for Jamel Warrican. 3 wickets in 4 balls. The West Indies have been much better.